Jessica and this channel is about cross stitch. Welcome to Lumi Stitch. If you are new here, please subscribe, and if you already have done so, thank you for subscribing and watching the video. In this video, it's gonna be a vlog style video, so I will turn on some days, and some days I'll do face to face. Well, for the reason being, the video somehow it did not record, and I recorded it on slow motion, guys, and it was not fixable. So I'll just re-record those parts. But the next video that comes out next Monday is just gonna be all face to face, and that's just gonna make it so much easier on me because I've been so busy. Um, some of you know that I have an Etsy shop, and I also have a coffee website where I have a few patterns there. There is one pattern that is free, and my Etsy shop not just sells project bags, but I also do custom made portfolios and also hand dye, mostly Ada fabric. So let's get started. Before we get started, I just wanted to mention that this video is gonna be like kind of like Christmas in July because there is gonna be some Christmas stitching. I have two stockings that I'm gonna be working in this video, some old whips, and just ignore the mess in the back because I live in Southern California. Real estate is very expensive here. So I live in a small apartment. Yeah. Another thing that I started this week was a dimensions stocking called Santa's Truck. And I worked 2 days on it and I put 800 stitches. I bought this like a year and a half ago, and I've been wanting to get it started, but I didn't want to start from a paper chart because I hate it and I would be so slow on it. So I finally found electronic chart and I was so excited. I started it and I put in 800 stitches on it in 2 days. So let's take a look at it. A total of 800 stitches, and I want to show to you more up close right here. So we have like the outline of the truck and the reef inside. I wish I could put more stitches on it, but you know I only have a week to stitch on, so I have to touch a lot more projects. Hi guys, today is Monday, July 14th, and we're gonna do another start, Christmas in July. Look what I have. This is Dimensions Christmas stocking, and this is a gold collection, and it's called Christmas sled stocking. And I think this is 14 count Ada. This is the threads, and the Ada is like a dove gray color that the Dimensions usually puts it in there. Let's unpack and we'll see what's inside. Guys, I have opened the kit. This is the 16 count. I think this is, yeah, this is 16 count Ada. Actually, it's not the 14, it's dove gray. It's not stiff. It's starch, but it's not stiff. There is also some beads, but I heard that these beads just peel off after a year, so we're not gonna use that. They're not good quality. Just gonna use maybe some Mill Hill beads or from Hobby Lobby. There's also this premium polyester felt, but it's very soft and nice, and they want you to do the backing with it. But of course, I think this is a downgrade to the design. Who would want to spend so much time stitching it and then put polyester in it? No, that's definitely no. And here is the threads. So this is regular Dimensions organizer. We have two organizers here, and let me pull it out. Okay, so this two right here, all these colors, and there's extra here. They always put extra thread on here, and I think this is a acrylic or this is a metallic thread. I'm not sure where it goes. I think it goes around the wreath. Yeah, beautiful colors. So let's get started so I can show you what we have next. See you in the next frame. Okay, I mispronounced the word reef, guys, because English is my second language, so you know, you gotta cut me some slack here. Yeah, right here. That's a reef right there. And it's so pretty. I had to stop and show you. I gridded the fabric, and the stacking to start is kind of a, you have to be so careful because you have to do it just the right way, because the stacking is gonna go all the way out, and you have to start it just the right amount from here and not in the middle, because you cannot do this start in the middle, because if you do, like let's say the stacking right here, if you start it in the middle, then this part on the stacking just gonna not stitch. So you have to be really careful how to start it. And I calculated, and I'm starting from the top, from the right top corner. I used calculator for Ada. It's a special online calculator to calculate what margins I need to leave and to make sure the stacking nose won't poke out that way. And now I'm ready to get started. Hi guys, I wanted to show you this cabin. This is actually dimensions, it has this, but this was actually one of my first cross stitches, and it was from Stamp Cross Stitch from Joy Sunday, and I completed it. And my sister was here today. You know, my brother bought the house in Alaska, and he always wanted to move to Alaska, and this year he finally bought the house in Delta Junction. And I stitched this a long time ago. I think maybe 2022 or 2021 I stitched this, and it's been in my in a box of finished cross stitches, but not fully finished. So my sister was heading through from Texas, going to Sacramento. That's where my mom lives. It's in California, and my brother currently goes back between Sacramento and Delta Junction, Alaska. So because he just purchased a house about I don't know, like 6 weeks ago or something. Yeah, and I think he's gonna love it, because he always loved the cold weather. He said, you know, the Sacramento is like a valley, and it can make your heart hurt, and he always had this heat. The heat there is not good, like in the summertime, but where I live is good, so he doesn't live near the ocean, that's why. All right, see you in the next frame. I'm back with more progress on this beautiful dimension stocking, and I start working from the top. So when my sister left, I decided to stitch some more. And this morning I stitched more because I woke up at 5 o'clock, 5:30 maybe. So total, my needle was on fire, you guys. 1,133 stitches. So we are at 4.45% complete. Yes, that's a great start. So this purple right here, this is where I worked, and a little bit on the top. So this is actually charted in DMC, because somebody shared the chart with me, and they're gonna do that in DMC. They had their original chart, and this is dimensions. This is not DMC, so I have to look up each symbol, but there was not that many symbols, so you can just reference back to chart. The symbols somewhat look a little bit different. They're not exactly the same, and the number for dimensions in DMC are different, but I did manage to easily look it up, and then I write on the threads so I know which one to stitch. All right, that's not it. Okay, now this is my progress. So this is the top of the stocking. This is actually 16 count Aida, and I gridded it. And you guys, when it's gridded and it's Aida and it's stiff like that on a Q-snap, I can just go so fast. My speed like picks up. You see how much I stitched? But also there is like this was one color, but this was a blend, and this was a half stitch blend too. But I was just going like in rows like that, and I think if it wouldn't be gridded, it would be a lot easier to make, to either make a mistake or you would be slowed down. So gridding it, I'm flying through it. Yeah. So today what I want to stitch more. And last time I had worked on this beautiful painting cross stitch fairy, which I bought from Painting Fairy, a website, and it was in my previous video, and I'm gonna link that video with all the information to this. I'm not gonna put it down below in this video because I don't make any money on this. This is just for to let you know how good this is, just in case if you want to stitch similar, want good quality and want to check them out, because I was looking for a long time for a quality beautiful stem cross stitch, and it's so hard to come by. A lot of them will have a beautiful picture, but once it comes, you open it, it goes in the trash. It happened to me before. You just waste money. But this is the real deal right there, because it's Egyptian threads. So I'm not even gonna take it out of the package. This is how much I did. This is 16 count. No, this is wait. Yeah, this is also 16 count Aida, and I think I put about, I don't know, 20 threads in here, 19 to 20 threads, and I'm gonna work on it today, and also gonna film another review with another Painting Fairy cross stitch, but that video will be already out when you're watching it, so I can link that video also either in the beginning of this video or at the end. Yes, let's get started and put some more stitches on this things. This is my almost starting point, but I already managed to put some eggplant color in there before I realized. So this is my back. I have not put too much in there yet, and I'm stitching on this one right here. I'll show you in the next frame how much progress I made on this bib. Happy Grand Rising! Today is Wednesday, July 16th, and I already stitched on this yesterday during the day a little bit and at night. So this is my Painting Fairy that I started in a last Flosstube, and I put in, you guys, about 15 threads in this. I worked in this area. There's stitches that you cannot really see besides the dark ones. So this is a basket right here that I'm working on, this corner right here, this basket right there. Let me show you what's in the back. So, okay, this is the back. As you can see, I actually did a lot more and went up that way because I'm gonna be filling up this corner, because there's some stitches like a light blue and they're different symbols, and they're good printing, but because the 8 is 16 count, it's hard to see. You need like probably magnifying glass, because when they print it,
the symbol is a lot smaller, so it's really almost look like 18 count or 20 count almost, the symbol, because it has to fit inside the square. That's the down heel only of that. And yeah, I'm gonna show you, we're gonna do another cross stitch, and this one is already out on my channel. um I'm gonna insert the video at the end of this video if you're interested in watching. This is also Painting Fairy, and this one is so beautiful. So it has 118 colors. It's huge. I show in a video how big this is. So if you're interested in seeing a review, you can go watch it. This is not sponsored. I buy it with my own money because I just like it so much. All right, I'm just gonna show you the threads. It has, like I said, 118 colors, and just look at this. This is jacaranda blooming. This is what it means for me. I love the scenery, and I like little, I like buildings. So this is like a little shop. It's called Romantic General Store, and those mountains in the back. Landscaping is beautiful. So I'm gonna start it like right now and I'll show you later. So 16 count, it's actually stamped on it so you don't get confused. So this one is a 16 count as well as the other one, but on this one it has a little bit different colors, which I like. It might be a little bit easier for my eyes to adjust because that one probably has a lot more confetti. This one also has parts of confetti and parts of like things like that. I'm gonna probably, I'm just gonna probably start in the same lower left corner like I always do, because look at that, there is some purple there. Yay. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next frame. Okay, so this morning I already put in 11 threads or strands into that cross stitch stamped one with jacaranda trees, and I have to make some portfolios because this customer actually ordered 2 portfolio sets, and that's a lot of work. Yeah, so this is gonna be the first portfolio. I'm gonna go ahead and cut out, and I'm gonna spend the rest of the day sewing, and if I have any time in the evening, I'll cross stitch. See you in the next frame. But before, I just want to tell you what fabric it is. So this right here is actually by Blackbird, the threads that bind, and it's called, let's see, what is the name for, okay, Garden Potty Sampler Rose, this one right here. So it's like a reproduction sampler, and this one is for the love of nature, created by Teresa Kogut and printed by Riley Blakes. Yeah, so this one right here is another Blackbird. This is actually also Garden Potty, but it's called Seed Fern. So you'll see all this, they go so well together. Yeah, let's get started on that. Good morning, guys. Today is Thursday, July 17. I woke up early. It's not even 7 yet, so we're gonna try to put some stitches in, but first I want to show you the progress on this beauty that I put in also last night. So I started this last night and I put in 14 strands of floss. Let's take a look at it. Let me open this. This canvas is huge and I'm gonna try to show it to you. So this is the corner I start working on, and you already can see all these beautiful colors. This is the back, and I also worked on another corner because there's a lot of confetti and I don't put the thread back on the organizer. I work a little bit right here, just offload the thread. Yeah, this is how nice it's turning out. And today it's gonna be another Christmas in July because I already started one stocking, but I have not shown, well, let's see. I want to show you something else. I have a whip that's been sitting there and it's about 69% complete. Let me show it to you. This one right here. And let's see how much we have before. So we have about 10,847 stitches on it, and that gives us 69.66%. And last time I worked on it was April in 2024. So I have not worked this year on it yet. And the reason you don't see that much history of the stacking being stitched, when I started the actual date, I don't remember, I don't think I wrote it down. But this was because I didn't have electronic chart, so I had to switch, and now I do. So this is my progress. So this is 14 count Aida, and I'm stitching this on the Aida that came with the kit because it was already colored, and it's designed, the color is designed especially for this like glow-like effect. So I didn't want to mess with it, and it's easy. I like stitching stockings on Aida because it just makes it so much more easier. So you can see right here, this area right here, I just need to fill up, and a little bit of the bottom. There's threes too. But the this area right here, especially with the snow, might seem simple, but there is different there's half stitch, there is 6 strands, there's all kinds of stuff going on here. There's different colors, might not seem like it, but in order to give that snow effect, it has that. All right, let's get started, and I'm gonna show it to you when I'm gonna finish stitching on it certain amount. And yesterday, you guys, I almost finished making that portfolio set. I literally spent like all day making it, but I digress. I'll see you in the next frame.
So the next project that I wanted to show you is Janlin. It was a needlepoint kit that was converted into the cross stitch. It is rare and it's discontinued. So you really cannot buy this in anymore or ever as a cross stitch. So right here, this is how it's gonna look. This one has 35 colors, and I'm gonna show you the threads. This was a CXC. I just kitted it up. I think it was 35 colors or so, but it does have blends. Hold on. So it has more colors than 35 because blends make more colors. All right, and let me show you the actual. Okay, so this is the Jinlin, and I'm stitching on Aida because 6C is best to be stitched on Aida, especially 14 count, because 16 count and less 6C turns out like the crosses will push each other. So I worked in this area and that area right here because mostly I was so tired and I was just stitching at night, and I wanted some bright colors as it pick me up and something just like mindless stitching, and that did the fix. Yeah, so I put in 374 stitches in this project. And the next project that I worked on was this right here, Dimensions. It's called Sledding Snowman. And this one I showed in my whip parade. And when I did show it in my whip parade, I did realize that the last time I touched it, I'm looking at my notes, that was, let's see, that was December 19, 2024. So basically right before Christmas, I touched it and I put 453 stitches. So I thought, well, that's not good. I actually want to finish it because the stacking was already sitting at 69.6%. 6% or something like that. And I put in 1040 stitches in one day, guys. My needle was on fire because I actually felt like it needed some love. And let me show you the actual width. It's right here in my hands. All right. Let's put this on the board. Hope you can see it. So I worked mostly in a bottom area where the sled is, in the back and front. I work in those trees right there, Christmas trees. And I have this outline with a heat erasable pen. Like I just look at the chart and outline it just square by square, because I'm gonna need that when I'm gonna start sewing it, or I can put the thread in there and so it doesn't get washed out. So let's get it up closer so you can see. It's beautiful. And I love snowmen in so many projects. And my sister was here this week, and I was asking her, I'm like, I like snowman stitching, like, or anywhere, and I don't know why. And she's like, well, our mom used to draw snowmen for us when we were little, and we would like draw them or something. And that part of the childhood was completely erased from my memory. I don't know. And that's like my younger sister. She's we only have like less than 3 years differences, and she still remembers it. Well, you know, the next part of the video, I'm gonna show you Long Beach, California, just our beach, because I live only 2 blocks from the ocean, and I never showed it actually any footage of the ocean on my channel here. So wanna show that, and after that, you'll have a short clip there what I made this week, like some portfolios, custom made portfolios, and couple project bags. So enjoy. This is Rosie's Dog Beach, and sometimes we bring our dogs over here. They're actually allowed here on the beach, but I don't really see that many dogs. There is some couple over there.
Made more portfolio sets. The one on the left is Teresa Kogut for the Love of Nature, and the one on the right is also by Teresa Kogut, Stitchy Birds. The inside fabric, the one that looks like samplers, this is actual reproduction samplers by Blackbird. And this is a set of 4 items, so you'll get the portfolio, the custom pin, custom needle minder, and a small pouch. Each bag is accented with rickrack, ribbon, custom-made button, and just look at those beautiful pins. This is what it looks like inside. It has the felt right there, premium felt for parking your needle, D-ring, nicely quilted, magnetic closure as well. One is Stitchy Birds. This is what it looks like inside. Again, D-ring, premium felt, magnetic closure, nicely quilted bag. We have slip pockets and vinyl pockets.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and click the bell for notification so you get notified when my video comes out. Thank you for watching. Bye!